guys, welcome to part 10 of my Renovating Sunset Valley series. I've honestly tried to record this voiceover probably 15 times now and have struggled every single time. I'm very nervous to be talking because I feel like I have nothing to talk about ever. And I'm not an interesting person at all, so who would actually care? But I decided that for the 10th part, I would do a voice reveal. Wow. Just as a little treat. Or not, if you don't like me or my voice. That's fine. I get it. But yeah, so I downloaded a bunch of custom content before building, and a lot of this is me just going through it, and for that, I'm really, really sorry. I wanted to create kind of more of a girly house. I have been making a lot of blue houses. I really like the color blue lately, and for that, I'm sorry. I understand that all my builds look the same. And honestly, I play the game the same every single time. I will always turn off the needs because I don't care that they're hungry and I don't care they have to pee. It's not my problem. I want them to advance in their career as quickly as possible, have children, and I live out more of a legacy sort of playthrough, I guess. I love having different generations and seeing them throughout the world, and the fastest and most efficient way to do that is to make them not have needs. This makes very bland Sims. They have no personality. They are all the same to me. I don't really care. Um, so you will never see a Let's Play from me because I don't know how to actually play the game. I wanted to try and keep a light theme. Obviously, I wanted to keep it fairly beachy. I don't think I did that. I ended up adding more warm tones, if anything, and I feel like that probably ruined the beach vibe. So here's me just flipping through. I found this couch on the Sims resource. It came in a set, like a living room set, and it took me a very long time to figure out how I was supposed to place it. Obviously, that's my fault. I was not using my brain, I guess. But I really, really liked the theme of the pillows, and the pillows were the inspiration for the rest of the house. If you notice in my houses, I take one theme and I spread it throughout the entire house, compared to making it more like a normal person house, like in real life, where each room is kind of a different atmosphere because people have more than one preference for things. However, my Sims are so bland that I don't care about their preferences, and their favorite color is the only color they like ever. And if they like another color, they're lying. I end up removing the curtains and adding short ones so that I can add like a shelf feature on that wall. I think it looked really good in the end, honestly. I really, really like the painting that I put over the TV. I've wanted to use it and I haven't found like the proper place. Yeah, I probably used it already, but that doesn't mean I like it. A lot of these houses are very frustrating, and I reach a point, probably about hour 3, where I just want it done, and I'm tired of looking at it. Because obviously, with the series that I decided to make, it's very difficult to and intimidating to have this whole entire world to fix in a way. And if I were playing The Sims 4, it would be a lot easier as there's only probably 10 lots per world, if you're lucky. This is gonna be a big job and a long one. And if you like this series, I'm glad because there's a lot of videos coming your way, and that playlist is gonna get pretty big. I will try and remember to link that playlist in the description if you do want to see more. I believe it also shows at the end of the video, but I have no idea. I would love if you could go and check out my other videos because I am still proud of them even though they annoy me, and I wish I could burn all these houses to the ground. Would love the support. I also want to issue an apology for how many of the same things I used in each house. I get it could probably be really annoying if you're watching like all of my videos, how much I use the same of items. But just like I said before, my Sims are very bland, and that leads to very bland builds. I don't even know what to put in my own house as decoration, so why the hell would I know what to put in a random character's house? I give them the necessities that they don't use because they don't have needs, and that's about it. I also like really short roofs. I don't see a reason to have all this extra space and not use it. It's obviously unusable. And so I just pitch them back down. Next, I'm deciding on the color of the siding, and I obviously choose white. Just like all my other houses, this house looks exactly the same because I have no creativity. I have probably made the same house 1,000 times in the amount that I have played The Sims. I definitely have not tried to get out of my comfort zone, and I just get more and more comfortable with it. And I feel that even with this series, I'm making the same house over and over again. I would say the one that I'm really, really proud of is the craftsman. I believe it's the cozy craftsman or it's Mosquito Cove. One of them I was super proud of, and I showed my boyfriend, and he gave me like the fake supportive boyfriend sort of move where he was like, "Oh yeah, it looks great," and then kind of just moved on. But no, I was super, super proud of it. I was really happy that it was one of my most popular videos because of how hard I worked on it. I could go on for hours about how proud I am of that house. Here's me adding a bunch of flowers, kind of. Yet again, I use the same landscaping because I feel like they're really the only ones that look good. I feel the only thing I've really added is I try and make colorful flowers and use some of the smaller ones, so there's at least a bit of uniqueness there. However, unique is not my middle name, so it's the same. It's all the same. I figured I should talk about how I left. I didn't leave. I stopped talking about books almost as fast as when I started. I was really bored. Books started to bore me. I read the Twilight series for like the 17th time in a row. And I needed a break from books. I couldn't find interesting ones to talk about. The ones I was reading were almost giving me like a burnout sort of feeling. I just wasn't enjoying it. And every time I thought about making a video about it, I felt more and more tired and exhausted. So I decided to move to The Sims because it's just a personal interest of mine. I've been playing since I was probably about 7 years old. I have loved it since I started playing it, and I wanted to be a Sims YouTuber when I was little, and I took a lot of inspiration from the English Simmer. She was like my number one. I was her ride or die, I swear. And she was just a huge inspiration to me through all of it. Um, I just moved to it and started making build videos because I figured I was gonna do it anyway, so I better just make videos of it and people can people can watch. They're not necessarily for you guys. They're more or less for me because I go through Sims and worlds so often. I'm constantly deleting them. Like I wanted an archive of the houses I've built because I forget, and maybe if I see how many things I'm repeating in layouts and types. Maybe one day I'll change and I'll make newer houses and better houses. And I hope that I'm able to learn from these videos on what I like and what I don't like. Um, so yeah, these definitely are for me. I enjoy making them. I know earlier I didn't seem too happy, but no, I really I love it. I love The Sims. I will probably never stop playing, even if I stop making videos. It is something I'll always go back to and love. It's been a great way for me to express myself when I felt like I couldn't. I would make myself as a sim and give myself a career that I've been wanting, or just make myself look like my ideal person because sometimes I'm not, and a better person. Or when I'm feeling angry at the world, I'll just take it out on The Sims because it's better than being a miserable cow in real life. Here's me doing the finishing touches on the kitchen so that we can get to the end and do the cute little slideshow. Except I lied, and we're finally going to do the shelving feature that I wanted to show and I was talking about earlier with the curtains. I love this. I think the time I spent on it was amazing. I think it was really worth it. And I'm really happy to be showing it to you because I actually worked hard on it. And that's crazy because a lot of the time when I'm trying to make these videos, I'm just trying to mass produce houses and they start to all look the same. And that's not what I was going for. I was going for new people moved in or houses that fully show people's personalities. And I feel like I did that all right with Iqbal Alvi's house, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure. I think I did pretty good there with his boys and giving them their separate rooms, but letting his teen have like an escape area so that he can go and run away and go to parties when he wants to. I also believe I did pretty good with giving the Sakamoto household more of a homey feel and giving his baby a cuter room and just creating that in-law suite as well. I feel like I did a pretty good job of that. It was definitely one of the hardest houses. I spend quite a bit of time on this shelf trying to get it perfect as I want my houses to look more lived in. I feel like they're very much like fresh off the market. Like they're not they have no personality. They're sad. I've made sad beige babies but of houses. And I really hope I don't keep those glasses there. I keep them there. I didn't see when I was making it. It was really dark in that one corner, and I didn't realize I left those glasses there. So, hey, if you made it this far, you now know that I accidentally left those glasses there, and I'm so sorry. I figured the sim that was moving in would be a painter, so I added a bunch of painting stuff. I also think that maybe there'll be a gardener, so I made sure to carve out a part of this little fenced in area. specifically for gardening, just so that they could have a spot where people, specifically zombies, can't go in and dig up all their crops. And because that's not nice. I hate when I have zombies in my yard digging up my flowers. It makes me really sad, and then I have to go and say, like, hey, zombie, please stop digging up my flowers. It's kind of a dick move. It's a real hassle out here. Um, yeah, here's that area now. I thought it was really cute. I ended up adding a bench in the corner just to fill up a bit more space, but you can also sit there and watch your flowers grow, I guess, if you really felt like it. I forgot about this little backyard area here. I thought it was kind of odd to have so many backyard areas. So, like, because you have the fencing and then you have the other one. I thought that was pretty odd. And here I'm finally wrapping up adding a barbecue, and this house is good as done. Here's the slideshow.